Wow, that was a dramatic opening, wasn't it? A beautiful, what they called? Silent film? That's it. Ugh. What a beautiful silent film. But anyway, Shemai Popple, Croissant Nor, hello peoplings, welcome back. Well, welcome to, I should say, but hey ho. Anyway, I am Tigress, and this is Spilled. Found her on Steam, looked adorable, and I was like, you know what? Let's give it a go. Very into these like indie games at the moment, so it's one of those things. But yeah, I seen this and I was like, it looks chill. And since I'm in like the chill mood right now, chill is where we're going. Oh, so I get extra stuff if I back up. Oh, the swan's stuck. We need to save the swan. Oh, I can't collect any more. Okay. I see. Okay, we're going for the propeller. Like, we are going for the propeller. Because this is so slow. Well, I will say this, right? I know what this game is obviously hinting to, and so on and so on and so on. I will say this. This is like one of my goals in life, if it's even a possibility. Well, it's a possibility if you work hard. Everything's possible if you work hard, right? At the end of the day. But I know there's like other organizations that already do this type of thing. But I've said, like, if I end up making it really big on YouTube, Croakfoot. Aww. Yeah, if I end up making it big on YouTube, my goal is to try and get the ocean cleaned up. Like, if I had millions, that's what I would do. I'd make sure I have, like, I'd make my own organization, just because, sadly, as with most organizations, sometimes the money doesn't always go where it's supposed to. Whether that's towards... No, Evelyn! Okay. Whether that's towards, what's it called? Salaries, or even like the foundation itself, like where it needs to go for like better equipment or whatever else. There's always something or someone taking it. Do you get what I mean? And I would love to do it where everything just goes towards it. Like, I would love to do that. And then I would love to do it on land as well. Because as much as people be like, oh, why not help towards like kids and orphans and widows and all that? There's plenty. Ooh, in my opinion, there's plenty of those around. Oh, should I do that? You know, we'll do this one first, actually, then we'll get the propeller. There's plenty of organisations out there where that's the case. There's plenty of charities out there where that is the case, but personally, I feel like there's not enough. There's just not enough of, like, other things. Do you get what I mean? That's just how I see it. And I would love to be part of it to get it fixed. Erin. wonder if there's a shop by here to make it easier as well. This is a cute game mine for what it is. It's nice and chill. Oh, wait. Oh, they're over here as well. Okay, that saves me going all the way back. Okay, they give me extra too. Okay. The propeller, like I said, is next. Give me the propeller. Thank you. Oh, I can get a bigger one. Nah, I want the bigger box. Actually, yeah, sorry, we'll get the bigger box. Oh no, not the duck. It's just like Billard the duck. Fred, the water kip. A solar powered boat, by the way. I wonder what that's like. I wonder if that could actually be made, all things considered. Also, look at the buildings. That's so cool. We could easily do stuff like this. It's just so I can't get it. I can't get into it. I'll just get really pissed off if I do. But it does piss me off. Like, me and my mate, right? We kicked off about this once. Where... Oh, you know what? Let me get the bigger one first. So... PewDiePie made a video years... oh, fuck me. This was years ago now. Jesus. He made this video about this guy. Who had this guy come into his house to do an interview about like a house that cost like $1 billion to make or some shit like that. Something ridiculous like that, right? The house was fucking shit. It looked like a glorified... It looked like a glorified hotel, if anything. But anyway, and it got foreclosed. That's the joke. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because I think I'll have to look it up, but as far as I'm aware, I don't think anyone's purchased it because it was just ridiculous, right? And I'll link the video so you can see what I mean. But the point is that the guy built this house, right, in this weird this part of LA. I can't really talk about LA because I've never been. Wait. Oh. Nice. Okay, we're cleaning walls too. Okay. Yeah, I've never been to LA. And I know it's one of those places where it's highly sought after for some reason. Just like London. But I can understand why London's sought after. But anyway. And... when I watched it, this is when I was going through like a bad spot in like a few years ago. I was going through a bit of a bad patch, and because of like financial issues, and I was so pissed off, right? Like I sent the video to my mate, and I was just like, "Have you seen this?" He's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Have a look. This absolute asswipe has paid for this so-called home that cost him $1 billion. This $1 billion home was not even functional to fucking live in. And the joke is, he's like, oh, it's modern, it's this, it's that. And he even had like a little art gallery with like fucking... It had like... I gotta laugh. It had these like portraits. I say portraits. It had these oh fuck me. Sorry, I'm so tired. I can't think. What are they called? The photo frame. That's it. He had these photo frames with like different shades of red in them, in like different Oliver. Different shades of red in like photo frames in this shitty makeshift art gallery, right? Now, I understand if that's what you like to look at, because at the end of the day, each to their own. If you think that's what is art or whatever, it's up to you. That's not my definition of art by any means at all. But like, it was just, and then like, I can't remember the exact number, but it was so ridiculous. It was, oh my god, I'm getting pissed off thinking about it again. But anyway, so my mate watched it and he was like, this is ridiculous. And then he was like, where's the other video? I was like, here. So they did, the channel that interviewed the guy or whatever it was, they did 2 videos. They did one where they did the house tour, which was fuck ugly, by the way. And had so many fucking bathrooms for no reason. Anyway. But yeah, so either way. The house was ugly, in my opinion. Like, fuck ugly, for a start. Oh, Joey. And... yeah, so... sorry, it's just bugging me when I think about this. Like, it bugs me every fucking time. But anyway. Yeah, so anyway, the house was ugly. It cost like over $1 billion to make, and it wasn't even finished, which was the biggest joke of all. The house wasn't even fucking finished. And he was under this delusional impression that he was gonna have like people come and pay to watch boxing fights in his garden and stuff, because obviously the pandemic and whatever. But yeah, so my mate was like, this is ridiculous, this is fucking ridiculous, this is like that other millionaire. I was like, what other millionaire? Apparently this other millionaire a few years ago, he tried to make Disney castle houses. So he had this massive patch of land and built like a bunch of like Disney-esque houses on it, and they became non-viable or something like that. I don't know what happened exactly, but something happened to the point where now they got scrapped. Like the project got scrapped, so now there's just a land out there with abandoned houses that I don't even think were finished, and they just sat there, wasted materials, wasted land, being developed. I say developed loosely, for no fucking reason. And it just, oh my god, it just pisses me off when I see shit like that. Again, you can spend your money however you want, right? That I can't tell you how, I can't tell anyone how to spend. No, none of us can tell anyone really how to spend their money at the end of the day, because it's none of our business. And you know, unless you're a financial advisor, it sure as hell ain't anyone's business. But surely you'd have the fucking sense to not go around doing stupid shit like that. Oh, it just drives me nuts. And what angers me the most, right, is you see a lot of these rich people who are like, oh, I'm so bored, everything's boring, let me go fucking... I don't even know what they do. I know what some of them do, like the ones who are like, quotations, kinky, with their fucking wannabe 50 Shades of Grey bollocks and all that nonsense, because they're just so bored with everything that they have to do that to make it enjoyable, or at the very least entertaining, or something like that. But like, they literally have the money to clean up the entire ocean like 3 times. All the rich people and all the money combined, they have enough money to do that shit. And why not? Because the joke is, they're millionaires, they have enough money. Some of them have enough money to last them like several lifetimes. And they have money that they're never going to spend. Oh, beaches. They're never going to be able to spend in this lifetime. So why not? Like, I don't understand why. Again, you can't tell them what to do because it's, you know, their money. They can do whatever they want with it. And I agree. They can do whatever they want with it. It's not up to anyone else. But come on, man. And again, it's not even like, okay, I'll put it this way. If you're not going to pay your taxes, if you're going to get pissy about higher taxes, then at the very least, do some good. If you, do you get what I mean? If you're not willing to like pay the taxes, at least do something good with it. Do you get what I mean? Oh, honestly. Oh shit, wrong way. Oh, fuck. Fuck that up. Need a bigger one. Again, sorry for the rant. Just this type of game, it brings it out of me. And I know it's no one's responsibility. It's not. Realistically, it is the government's responsibility to be sorting this shit out, but obviously they're not going to. Because it doesn't align with the interests of money. Money! Oh, honestly. I used to think when I was younger, before I knew how the world really worked, I used to say to myself when I was like, I'm going to be rich one day, and I wonder if I become rich, could I buy every patch of land? And then that way I could be ruler of the world. Like, that was legit a plan of mine. Oh, mate. If only. That would have been so funny. I would love to do stuff like that. But if anyone can do it, I have a feeling that Nico Milano, I feel like he'd be the one to be able to do something like that. The man ran for Prime Minister, for fuck's sake. Granted, anyone realistically can run for Prime Minister or whatever of London and whatever. Anyone can get into politics realistically, but I don't know. I feel like it'd be good. Thank you for the extra money. Right, let's get a bigger one. How much do I have? 200. No, we're gonna get this one. Oh, I got the wrong fucking... Oh, for fuck's sake. It is what it is. It is what it is. Uh-oh. I was gonna say they're escaping! I tell you what as well. If I had the money. Thank you. If I had the money, I'd buy out SeaWorld. Make sure they never do what they do ever again. Because if you've seen the documentary called Blackfish, you know what I'm talking about. But I would take SeaWorld, I would transform it into an educational place instead. Like, it's supposed to be semi-educational anyway, but when it comes to the marine life, I'd make it so that I would transform into a rehabilitation place. So you'd still have the theme parks and stuff, but when you go to see like some of the aquatic life there, you'd be able to learn stuff instead, if that makes sense. And pneumonia. Oh, there's a cat! Is this supposed to be like a forest fire? I assume so. But yeah, I'd make it educational so you could see how aquatic life can get rescued and what they do to like save them, rehabilitate them, and then set them back out into the wild, learn about them. Like, I feel like it would be so cool if it was like that instead. And then obviously, like I said, the theme park will still be there. It'll be good food and all that. But I feel like that's how it should be done. If only I had the money. I'd make it worth the owner's while as well. Like, granted, I'd have to be a billionaire to do that shit, but I would make it worth their while. 1000%. And it would still be called SeaWorld, but it'd be a different SeaWorld. Or I'd rename it Sea Parks. Like in like in fucking IT Crowd. There was a fire at the Sea Parks. Oh. I'll put a clip up so you can, like, for those who don't know, I'll put it up so you can see what I mean. I fucking love that show, man. It's so good. It's so good. Highly recommend to watch. But yeah. You know what? I think I'll do that from now on with these type of games. We'll just have like little chats like this. Like chat and chill games. But granted, I haven't streamed it. Which kind of... I do plan on streaming at some point. I just need to figure some stuff out. I don't really want to stream on Twitch. I know I could stream on here. But I'm going to have to stream on both places. Which I don't really mind doing. Doesn't change the fact that it's still going to annoy me. I don't like Twitch. Not at all. Don't like the way they do things. Half of the creators on there I can't stand. Ugh. So I'm going to be started on Kick, if that is even still a thing. If Kick is still a thing, my lord. Horrific. Also, you have to tell me how you feel about this for whoever decides to watch this. But let me know how you feel in the comments when I say this. So, certain behaviours, like certain things you do online, I feel like you should get banned for life. Like, for example, there was a video that went around a while ago where this guy in America, of course, I'm not sure what the shop was, but he went to a shop and as a joke, like for a so-called prank, he took bug spray and sprayed the produce, like the fresh foods and stuff like that. And I think he live streamed it, I'm not sure. Either he live streamed it. Yeah, I think he live streamed it. He... 150, okay. Yeah, so he did that. And he waited like 15 minutes, I think, before... Like, people in the comments were like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? This is bad. You need to go in and remove it. Then he had to literally... He had to go back in, tell the staff what he'd done. He tried to remove all the stuff. He said, oh, I got it. But the thing is, 15 minutes, even though he was sat in the car park, is a long time, especially in a shopping centre. You don't know who's picked up what. You don't know if people have, like, quickly gone, like, who were at the checkout. It was like, oh, I forgot this. As, like, if you've been left in the queue while, like, your family member or something has gone off to quickly go and grab something and you're just there stood awkwardly waiting at the till because they can't go any further because they're not there and you can't pay. You just sat there like panicked, like, oh, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? But yeah, and like told the staff And they were like, right, okay. So they had to go around the entire shop and binned so many things. That's like, and like, how is that even funny? And like, who was that even for? And what realm of existence is that funny? Haha, I sprayed bug spray on your food. That's so... How is that funny? It's not funny. I feel like if you're going to do stuff like that, you should be banned from like the internet in its entirety. Like off of all social media. You're not allowed to access anything. The only thing you are allowed to access is your email, your bank statements, stuff like Netflix or whatever streaming platform, just stuff like that. Anything else, you should be banned. That's how I see it, personally. Because it's not okay. Stuff like that, I feel like there needs to be more harsher punishments, like whether you be banned for 5 years or for life or whatever. Oh, okay. Right, we'll do that in a second. That's just my opinion of it. And I do wonder how other people think. Especially for like that one guy. Is his name Zizzy? Or whatever the fuck. Who used to go around like walking into random people's houses and then like stealing people's dogs and stuff for because he thought it was funny. He was like, oh, what are they gonna do to me? They ain't gonna do nothing to me. No. Fucking hate it. I hate it. Absolutely horrific. But that's just, again, that's how I feel. That's how I think. Personally, again. And even people like family channels. I don't think they should be a thing. Family channels just should not be allowed. That's something that should just be straight up banned, in my opinion. They should not exist, not by any means. Absolutely not. Because these people exploit their children for the most part. They really do. And people who watch them are only encouraging it. And that's why I just don't agree to it. No one should have to exploit their children. Not by any means. Not at all. Absolutely not. No child should have to be left exploited in such manners. Absolutely not. But the parents don't care. But no. If you can think of any other like channels that should be banned, like those type of channels, let me know because I'm curious. Because the only ones I know are stuff like that I think should be banned. Anyone who claims stuff is educational, like apparently, I don't know if this is still true, but this was true a while ago. But there was like women on YouTube who were doing yoga naked, and it was allowed because it's classed as educational. How is it educational if they're naked? Are they going like, this is the vagina, this is the vulva, and this little dot right here is called the clitoris? No, I don't think so. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. 1000% no. I don't think so. But again, you know what, I don't know. I say I don't know. I do know. But I'm saying, like, I don't get it. And even now, what's making it worse is the fact that YouTube keeps using AI and again, like, oh, that's another thing, right? I'm sick of seeing it. I do plan on making a video about this, but, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who's made one, but I am sick to death of it. Every time I've, like, at the moment, right, I'm trying to learn how to make apps. Because when it comes to stuff like that type of techiness, I know nothing. Absolutely not. I'm trying to save up for a PC, like a really good one, because my laptop, even though my laptop is a gaming PC, a gaming laptop, it's very limited on what it can do. And some of the games I want to play, they just won't run because they keep saying it's run out of memory. Like it's just not powerful enough to do these, like play these games and stuff. Plus, my mate who teaches uni kids how to make games and stuff, he said he'd help teach me how to make games, which I'm actually really grateful for, bless him. And that's the other reason why I need a PC. Now, I did ask him if he knew... oh, I missed. Hang on. I did ask him if he... Come on. What? There we go. I did ask him if he knew, or if he knows, I should say, sorry. If he knows of any, programs, softwares, or websites where you can make an app and stuff. And he said he doesn't really know at the moment, because he used to use like an Android one years ago. But currently he doesn't really know any, and I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. It's going to have to be something I'm going to have to look into. So, I looked into it. But what pissed me off is every fucking place I go is, oh, want to try and make an app? Select from these options what type of app you're looking to make, and speak to the AI. Every single fucking one. AI. And even on Google, it keeps popping up. Do you want to use AI mode? No, I don't. Especially on my phone. It's like, oh, do you want to use AI mode? No, I don't. Just leave me be. I know what I'm doing. Just leave me be. And sometimes when I go to look stuff up as well, it'll have like the information that AI has conjured up or whatever. And sometimes the information is incorrect. So, for example, obviously, this is an example. This isn't like exact. This isn't exactly what it said, but it would say something like, okay, for example, the average height, because me and my mates we were trying to determine what the average height is of people around the world and stuff. And it was saying, oh, the average height for females in the UK is 5'3". And I was like, oh, okay. And then I scrolled down a little bit more, and 2 other or 3 other sources I found was like, oh yeah, the average height of females in the UK is actually 5'5". So I was like, well, which is it then? Is it this one or is it this one? So in other words, they got the answers incorrect. So I was like, oh, for fuck's sake! So you can't trust anything. It's so frustrating. I'm sick to death of it. Like, we're in that phase now. So we go through phases, don't we? Unfortunately. At the moment, we're in heavy kabusu. We're in heavy nostalgia, where everything's a remaster, a remake, or a bastardized version of something you grew up with and you love and cherish, or they've decided to do live action of some fucking bollocks that just didn't need to be made. Or yeah, pretty much. And following that as well, is the whole identity nonsense. So that's the latest trend. So sexuality is the latest thing, which means the next trend is most likely going to be therapy. Because everyone's gone fucking mental at the moment. From what I can see, people have gone fucking batshit crazy. And so, yeah, therapy is definitely next. Because if I start off from the 90s were as followed. No, we'll start off with the 80s. The 80s were like action heroes, like Arnold and Sylvester and so on and so on and so on. And then the 90s came along, and it was like action, fighting, guns, explosions, fucking swearing, profanities, and hip hop and R&B and fucking rap, right? That was what that was, along with the whole karate, action, kung fu films. I know there was some in the 80s and stuff, but It became more of a thing then, and then it became even more of a thing in 2000s, and then in 2010s because of a disgraceful book, was what we know as Twilight. The vampire and werewolf fanatic nonsense came to be, and everything everywhere was vampires and werewolves. And then at some point it changed to serial killers when American Horror Story became a thing. And then we moved on to the next craze and the next phase and whatever. So at the moment, like I said, we're currently in identity and where sex is everything phase. That's the phase we're in. Oh, and don't even get me started on the book talk women. You lot need to chill. You're making us look bad. Between the freaking OF between them and the freaking oh, Fill the Landscape, okay. Yeah, between them and the book talk girls, Lucille, I don't know which is worse. I really don't know which is worse. I really don't know which is worse. I think they're all just as bad as each other, but still. And saying that, one of my mates sent me a video of this woman. I can't remember her name, her channel name. I think it was like 2 Books, Second Chance, something like that. I'll find out and I'll put a link in anyway. And my mate sent me another one. My other mate, he sent me one that was of a similar nature. However, the one he sent me was specifically about a specific book. I will make a video on this fucking book as well at one point, because oh mate, it was just so fucking funny. I found it fucking hilarious, if I'm honest. Absolutely hilarious. But anyway, so the video was about how book talk women who are obsessed with smut have basically made it like their entire personality, and the damages it causes on females, which it does. Like, as she explained it, like the difference between the men and women when it comes to stuff like that is that men are more visual. They need visual stimulation, which is true. Like they see naked women, they're like, ooh, straight away. Well, not straight away, but you get what I'm saying. Then you've got women who have to have everything. Like, we're more emotional towards it. We need the story. We need more than just the visuals to get a happy ending type of thing, right? Which is not wrong. It's true. Which is why, when it comes to that type of thing, we tend to read it more than we tend to watch it, and it's true. Now, she was talking about the damages it does, like the effects it has on young girls especially since ones as young as 17 are starting to read this type of stuff, and it's starting to mess with them heavily. Like, it's starting to mess with them in a bad way. Kind of like on the level of, like when men get addicted to, shall we say, corn, or the word that begins with P and ends with R, because for some reason YouTube is very childish and you can't say certain words for some fucking reason because censorship is ridiculous. But anyway, yeah. So she mapped out exactly how these so-called writers have basically, I can't go over there, but basically cracked the formula to make you more addicted to it. And she's not wrong, because I thought about this after I watched it, and I came to the realization, I was like, oh my god, this has affected me as well. I'm not addicted to it, but it has altered my way of thinking when I've read these like stories, because when I started reading those type of stories, granted, I used to read, what did I used to read? I used to read stuff like stuff on what's called Dream. Then like I found other apps and stuff like that. I've never been on Wattpad. I went on there once just to see what it was like, and I couldn't be arsed, so I was like, I'm just gonna stick to what I know because I can't be bothered. But the effects are heavy. Like it has heavily altered my brain. I'm not addicted. That much I do know, because if I was, it'd be a problem. But I can tell where it has altered my brain. And where they're saying that it's I'll have to look it up, but they're saying something like how it's now women, it's for women. Yeah, like how those type of stories are for women, made by women, written by women and all that crap. But I get where they're coming from in that regard, because yeah, realistically women are the ones who are reading it more so than men. However, that doesn't make it okay. Like, it really doesn't make it okay. I will have to do a proper video on this, but I'm just trying to summarize. So yeah, so they explaining the effects of what it does and how it basically makes you addicted to porn through reading. Because if you go to romance, and if you read certain romance books and stuff, they don't quite have explicit details of the characters being intimate. Like, intimacy is bound to happen in those books, but it builds it up in a more emotional sense, so that you actually like you get attached to the characters, you get attached to the story and everything that comes with it, which she's not wrong. Whereas these so-called smut books, who are brazenly calling themselves romance, because there's literally no romance about it, none whatsoever, considering that the females always 9 times out of 10 get abused, and it is essentially got Stockholm syndrome. But yeah, so yeah, and it's just not good, because I thought about it, and it's true, because all the ones I've read online and stuff like that, if I had to compare it, not good at all. And what makes it worse is this, right? I used to be like some of these girls, where I would say, oh yeah, like some of these like amateur stories on like Wattpad and whatever. I gotta say Wattpad because it's the best example, if you can understand what I'm saying. On like these websites and these apps and stuff, yes, they're very explicit, which I do enjoy, because you don't quite get that with proper published, like proper refined, polished and finished books that are published. Like, I know anyone's getting published these days, like the book I will mention in a second, like, it did get published. However, it's only really like the woman who wrote the book, some of her stuff is sold on like in some bookshops. I say some. The only one I know of is Waterstones, which is like the main one over in Britain. And but the joke is, if you order from it and if you order her book from there, you have to wait 2 weeks for it to be delivered, which is fucking mental. And then when you order it from Amazon, which is the main place you get it from, because you can't even order it from the woman's website, like the website for the actual book itself, you can't even order it from there. It's within a timely manner, like three to 4 working days, whatever it is by you. And I always thought that was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, the book The book itself is called Morning Glory Milking Farm, which I'm sure a lot of people are already aware of. And I thought it was fucking hilarious, right? When I watched this other woman called, is her name Shoe? Like Shoes or Two Shoes? Something like that. I'll chuck a channel name up anyway. But yeah. I loved her video on it because it was just so funny. And she was showing examples of people who were reading it. So like these TikTok women who were reading it, and I was just like, really? Like, really? 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 Like, this got you? Don't get me wrong. Some things got me. But not in the sense of like, I'd have to start reading fucking one-handed. It wasn't... It wasn't that good. Like, I found it funny more than anything. As I said, certain things got me. But they didn't get me to the point when I'm like, a fucking weeping mess. And that's what makes... that's what made me laugh. And I was just like, the girls were like, oh my god, I had to stop, I had to take a pause. The only reason why I had to take a pause when I was reading those books, I'll say those books. Actually, yeah, those books, because the woman wrote the one book, and then she wrote another one called Blue Ribbon Romance, which was in the perspective of the fucking Minotaur. Oh yeah, I didn't establish that. Morning Glory Milking Farm is literally about a human girl who ends up... Oh my fuck! Okay. I can't even... Okay, I need to establish this as well, right? So, this book is supposed to be a romance between a human woman and a minotaur. Which, you know, not even minotaur with like the face of a man. It's the head, the face, head, whatever, of a bull. Like, it is a cow, right? But the biggest joke of all was that this so-called romance... Oh, mate, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm not explaining things. Oh, okay, I'm a jump. Okay, let me start again. So, this book is supposed to be a romance, right? Now, Morning Glory Milking Farm is... That's what it's called, but it's also, in the book itself, it's a company. It's where they milk minotaurs to use their milk or semen for pharmaceuticals to basically make Viagra for human men using their sperm, right? And they have these technicians that essentially wank them off, or yeah, just fuck it, wank them off, masturbate them off to get whatever. You get what I'm saying, right? And the two main characters, right? The girl you go around with, Violet, and the fucking minotaur called Rourke. I assume I'm pronouncing that correctly. But anyway, so he I'm sorry, I have to laugh every time I think of this because it's just so fucking stupid. So, they meet at the farm. Aww. However, they didn't get like a connection through like seeing each other, because apparently in this world the technician is below them and there's like a quotations breeding bench on like the top platform, so you can only see underneath them, and you can see them walking around. They can talk to you if they want to, whatever, right? But anyway, so yeah, so they didn't even lock eyes or anything like that, which I would be like, fair enough. No. So this guy, this fucking minotaur, who apparently who is one of the clock watchers, as they call them, which are basically like the CEOs whose time is money. Usually, apparently, they come in, they get tossed off, they get they get money for it, and then they're out the door, sort of thing. And they put like their preferences on like a clipboard on a piece of paper, saying like what their preferences are to help them get off and whatever. And this this fucking Minotaur was the girl's first like solo one like to do on her own, because she was being like trained. I know I keep that I'm taking forever to explain this, but it's just the fact that you need to understand how ridiculous this is. So she is her first like client of the day, like her first solo client of the day, while the person she's shadowing is like is still in the room with her just watching. And so she basically did everything right, prepped everything correctly, then she started wanking him off and got him to make noises and stuff, and was like, oh, okay, he's enjoying this, let me do this, let me do that, let me do this, let me do that. Because of this, I'll have to find it, but it literally says something like, oh, I felt a connection to this one. And then, like, he kept coming back, and he kept, like, requesting her specifically to, do the deed for him. And it was just ridiculous. So they ended up forming a connection through him being wanked off. So you know how in ancient romance novels, it would be like, oh, it was love at first sight. The eyes. What am I meant to do? Oh. Wait, what am I meant to do? Just spray. Oh, spray it with water. I'm too slow. Right, let me get a propeller. Yeah, so as I was saying, in ancient times, where romance in novels used to be. So, Violet entered the room. And within a second, she felt a presence. Turning, her eyes, her gaze locked with a pair of steely green eyes. She gasped. She'd never seen such beautiful eyes in all her life. No, this can't be real. This can't be right. Could this be love at first sight? I'm sorry, I have to laugh. Right? So, that's how it used to be, you know, like Shakespearean. The feel, the love, the energy, the atmosphere, the electricity, all of that and so on, right? In this one, no. Oh, I'm syncing it. Okay. No. In this, Violet walked out onto the fucking factory floor, gathered the cock between her hands, and milked him right. Rourke knew this was love at first tug. And it was like a bit like, okay, I'll give respect where respect is due, right? Like, fair play to the woman who wrote those books, because she's written more than one. Like, and I have no shame in saying that I bought them. I bought them out of curiosity so I can have a read. I've only read 2 so far because I was like, right, okay, I need to go back a bit and go and read some other stuff. So, yeah, I went on to read some other a murder mystery book. But anyway, I will eventually start doing book reviews. But yeah. Anyway, that's besides the point. So, yeah, and when it's such an insult, right? Again, credit where credit is due. The woman wrote something, she made something, she got it published. But the joke is, it wasn't really, like I said, it wasn't It wasn't proofread, because when I got my copy, you can tell that this was done by like some independent publishing house, because the paper is fucking white. When I say it's white, I mean it's like the colour of the snow on screen. So when the light hits it, it burns my eyes. And like if you've read any book of any kind, you can see where the book isn't, the pages are not white for obviously that reason and that purpose and that rhyme. But it made me laugh in that regard, because you can tell it was published in that sort of like sheepish manner. Not to be mean, but it just is. It just was. There's no other way around it. And there's so many spelling mistakes. There's so many spelling errors. There's some things on it where oh, have I finished? We'll find out in a minute. But yeah, there's like so many spelling mistakes, there's so many like grammatic errors, and like some of the words where obviously the woman's gone to like erase a word and like tweak and whatever, like half the word is gone. Like it says, it's supposed to say ate or might, but based on the context of the sentence I figured it out, but it's missing those additional letters, and I was just like, okay, I feel like I've been scammed. Like I waited 2 weeks for this book. I feel like I've been scammed. But no, that is the legit book. That is the book, right? And again, credit where credit is due. She wrote something, she made something. Granted, it wasn't refined, it wasn't proofread, and it wasn't polished for the final draft. It wasn't. It was kind of slapdash. She made it, she obviously edited it to an extent, but not enough to make it, for lack of better wording, presentable, right? So again, I'll respect her for the fact that she actually got it to publish, even if it was like just through Amazon or whatever. Like she did something, at least she did that. Like I'm still in the middle of writing stories. I've got so many on the go that I haven't finished them because I end up losing my inspirational flow, shall we say. And yeah, but anyway, that's besides the point. So when I'm feeling inspirational or creative, sorry, that's the word I was looking for. Whenever I'm lacking my creativity, then obviously my production just wanes. But anyway, so yeah, so but yeah, anyway, so yeah, fair enough, she did that. But the fact that they have the audacity to say that this is romance when it's not, it literally has its toe dipped in the pool of romance, because realistically it's not romantic. It's literally just, hey, there's a girl, she's really into cows, and this is what she's doing with it. That's it. Realistically speaking, that's all it is. Nothing more, if I'm being honest. There is some elements of romance to it, but it's not enough for me to be like, oh, I get why they fell in love. No, it's the entire thing was just the girl building up to fucking this bull. That's it. That's literally it. Nothing more. And the damage, the overwhelming damage. The overwhelming damage is horrific. Like I've gone on so many tangents, I feel like I've lost my main point. But my point is, right, that book is just so funny. There's barely any plot. And I get it, if you look, like, it's literally right. I haven't read a proper polished, well-refined, final draft, published smut book. I have not. I plan to, just to see the difference in quality, right? Just the difference in quality. Like, if that's what you want to read, carry on, but don't get addicted to it, because your brain will get addicted to it. Like I said, I'll put the link in the description for that woman's video, just because she explains it far better than I can, in terms of the damage that it causes and everything else in between, right? Why is it saying like there's more for me to get, but yet it's finished? Oh, we'll go around one more time, see if there's anywhere else we can go. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, but anyway, and the addiction it causes, because it triggers certain things in your brain that you do get addicted to, same way as how guys get addicted to corn, and it's just not good. Like, if this is what you want to read, it's not a problem, but you have to read in moderation, especially because some of the things that I've heard that some of these girls and women are reading, and some of it is like basically illegal abuse, just like Jesus. And some of them are saying that that is tame, which is just ridiculous. But anyway, and like the profanity is no bounds. But yeah, it's just not good. And what bugs me even more is that they have the audacity to say it's romance. There's nothing romantic about it. It's really not. And like I said, I do plan on making a video at some point, just because I want to say my piece on it. This is just a brief, sporadic thing, because I wanted to play this game, but I know this game on its own, there's not much to it. But yeah, but anyway, yeah, I thought I would just, oh right, it's a pirate ship over there. But yeah, I thought I'd just say like my sporadic piece on it and just see what people think about it. But yeah, it's just not good. It's not good. The addiction it causes in your head is not good. And like I said, the fact that they have the audacity to say it's romantic, it's romance, it's not. There's nothing about it, nothing at all, nothing by any means that is romantic. There's no romance, there's no plot, there's no real character development. That's it. Oh, it's so silly. But either way. Yeah, either way. Oh, my giddy aunt. It is ridiculous, but hey ho, what can you do? But yeah, so anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, like I said, I just wanted to do like a little chat and chill one. For whoever does decide to watch this. Very curious who does. But yeah. I didn't give any coherent thoughts. I was just like chatting. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and because I'm curious. I really am. But yeah, but for now, ladies and gents, this was Spilled. I actually quite enjoyed this game. I wonder if there's any more. Oh wait, what's this? So we got all the animals. What's in the options? Oh, nothing. Okay. Back to main menu it is then. Select area. Oh. Okay, but yeah. Yeah, this is Spilled. It was very short for what it... I didn't pay much for it, but for what it is, it's actually quite nice. I did like the different areas you go through. I love the pixelated art. It's actually really adorable. I'll probably play it again in my spare time, just because it was adorable, and I did not mean to do that. So you're going to have to stare at an empty screen while I talk, but I might put something up here instead. But yeah. But anyway, ladies and gents, that was Spilled. I hope you don't mind the ramblings of a freckled female, shall we say? Yeah, freckled female. I like that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it as much as it was chill. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you think in the comments below. But for now, like and subscribe for more. And take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.